Statistics tell us that about a third of the couples that get married actually live together first. But living together works out sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. But what the Bible says about it is that men and women should really wait until they get married. But our next couple, well, they've loved the Lord for a long time, but they went a long way with where the culture is and where the society is. But God had a great plan for them and has worked it out. Ann and Corey, thank you for being with us. And you know, you guys have been married now for how long?
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
Almost.
Okay, so you're veterans. You got this
right.
down. You know how to make it all work, and you can give us 10 easy steps to making a marriage work. But both of you guys, you made a commitment to Christ, but also at the same time you ended up living together. Why?
Actually, we started living together because Corey was actually going to do a treatment for his Lyme disease that cost about $6,000 or $8,000, and at that time he was living in a mobile home type of place, and that his family actually gifted him, and we decided to try to do the treatment. And with that, we needed money, so we were going to sell his place, and he was going to live with me because I lived in my grandparents' house, so we didn't have any rent or very few expenses. So cost-wise, it just made sense. It just made sense. We were just trying to figure out what to do.
A lot of couples, it's the reason that they live together is either because of cost, or they live together because they're really not sure that they want to make the commitment to marriage because they've been raised by families of divorce or gone through great difficulty, and they're like, I'm not sure I really want to commit to this, but I want all the benefits that society says, I should have. But you guys made a decision after living together that, you wanted to make it right. Why? I mean, you were comfortable as Christians, you're going to church, living together, and feel. What hit you to make the decision to say, you know what, we wanted to make this right?
Because we were in love, and we wanted to make it official, and we wanted God's blessing, and we wanted everything God had for us.
Now, was that easy? Because you've got family and friends that are all okay with you guys living together, and with the diseases that you guys were battling and the things that were going on, it could have been easy to just say, you know what, you guys just live together. You don't know what the future holds. Just hang in there.
No, I really felt like we needed to do that, to be where we needed to be with God. And we lived together, but we actually had separate bedrooms for a good portion of the time that we were together. So, I mean, at that point, we really, we tried to save at least that part of our marriage for being married, or our relationship for being married, so.
And you guys decided to make it right, to get married, and what would you say, though, to a lot of couples that are living together, or families that are saying, you know what, oh, man, it just breaks my heart that my kids are living together, why don't they get married? What would you say to them?
Marriage is an institution that God has ordained, that if you do it His way, that blessing follows that. And I know that I'm not saying you can't be blessed if you're not married. I'm not saying that God, withholds Himself from you, but it just works out better. It's just better all the way around. God will bless you if you do things His way.
And how's the marriage been? I know you've got this veteran 1 year under your belt here, and God has done miraculous stories that you want to tune in sometime to hear Ann and Corey's stories of the miraculous healings that have taken place in their lives. But how's it been?
It's been pretty amazing because God has healed us in ways that we didn't even know that we needed healed in, by being married, by waiting, by following what He wanted us to do with our marriage and our relationship. And we've definitely been growing closer as a couple and growing closer to God, and pushing each other to where we need to be.